This critically important video is called We Become the Righteousness of God in Him. Those who are walking in Him become the righteousness of God. 2 Corinthians 5:21. For He made Him who knew no sin to be sin for us, that we might become the righteousness of God in Him. Study this carefully. We become the righteousness of God in Him. What does this mean? Answer. It means those who follow Him, walking in the Spirit of God, become the righteousness of God. These are those in Him. Pay attention. This is not what is taught in churches today. Most churches, many of them mock those striving for righteousness because they have been taught everyone has a sinful nature inherited from Adam. Everyone is helpless except as sin. And then Jesus declares them righteous because they put their faith in what He did. They mock. Well, do you sin? And they roll their eyes. This is the wrong question, because the scriptures tell us to go and sin no more. And this is only possible if we walk with Christ in the Spirit. We become the righteousness of God when we walk in Christ, in the Spirit. Only His sheep who follow Him and keep His word are in Christ. Those walking in the Spirit are saved. But the hour is coming, and now is, when the true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and truth. For the Father is seeking such to worship Him. God is spirit, and those who worship Him must worship in spirit and truth. They must be walking in the Spirit and thus walking in Christ. We become the righteousness of God. We become a new creation with a transformed mind and heart. 1 John 2:55. But whoever keeps His word, truly the love of God is perfected in him. By this we know that we are in Him. Now he who keeps His commandments abides in Him, and He in him. And by this we know that He abides in us, by the Spirit who He has given us. If you know He is righteous, you know that everyone who practices righteousness is born of Him. Romans 8:1. There is therefore no condemnation to those who are in Christ Jesus, who do not walk according to the flesh, but according to the Spirit. You see, the real Christian is a follower of Jesus. He is born again and walking in the Spirit. He keeps the words of Jesus and lives by them. He avoids sin and serves the will of God. Study this. Seek Jesus in prayer and submit to Him. Get serious of repenting and become a servant of righteousness. Get born again of His Spirit. Next, keep walking in the Spirit and go on to maturity. The Spirit will give illumination to the Scriptures. Then you will bring others to Jesus. Those who continue to walk in Him become the righteousness of God. God bless.